Greetings, friends. This is Tomar Levine of Soul Guidance for Awakening and Soul Guidance for Your Business. So, gosh, I came on the scene, as it were, the scene of the internet entrepreneurial world, coaching world, soulful, spiritual service provider world about 15 years ago. And I was naive. I was a newbie. It was all new to me. Many things about the coaching vernacular, the assumptions and conventions were strange to me. I'd come from the world of healing, uh, counseling. My friends were psychotherapists. My friends were energy healers. And I was something like that, uh, or setting out to be that. And before that, I had been a fine artist, an exhibiting artist. So one of the things that was shocking to me was this term entrepreneur. Like, what? I'm not an entrepreneur. Richard Branson is an entrepreneur. That's the archetype, these sharp, smart 30-year-old dudes in Silicon Valley creating startups. They're entrepreneurs. They're into the game and the hustle of business. They're into looking for the angle for where they can provide something that the market needs. And they're getting venture capital and people to invest. That's what entrepreneurship means to me, the whole business for the love of business. And me, us, my friends, we're like, we're spiritual people. We're artists. We're creatives. There's nothing to do. It could not be more antithetical. Let's put it that way, from the world of business, marketing, and entrepreneurship. So it was really strange to wrap my head around this new concept or projection onto me, who I'm supposed to be now. When I was an exhibiting artist, we never even thought of ourselves as being in business, although of course, we wanted to make money by selling art. We wanted to get into a gallery who would represent us or create an artist-run gallery, and I've been in both. So there's a business aspect to it, but there's a middleman. If you're represented by a gallery, you're not in business, the gallery owner is in business. Similarly, being a healer, being a counselor, we would say, I'm in private practice. Maybe I rent an office somewhere. I offer sessions, but I don't remember any of us saying I'm in business. And we certainly never, ever would have connected the term entrepreneur to what we were doing. It's like the difference between the science world and the liberal arts world in college. They're just two different universes. So, as I was wrapping my head around all of this back in the day, now I've gotten so used to it that I just assume I'm an entrepreneur and that we can be spiritual entrepreneurs and we can be soulpreneurs. And of course, soulpreneur sounds very close to that mixed blessing solopreneur, meaning you're on your own, kid, and you're all alone, and you know you might miss working in a team or you know in the corporate world because it's isolated. Solopreneur and then soulpreneur, spiritualpreneur. I actually coined a term as I was mulling over these paradoxes back years ago. I think we're non-trepreneurs. I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm a non-trepreneur, N-O-N. In other words, there's some way in which I'm both. Yes, I guess I'm an entrepreneur in this definition, this category, this online world that I've joined, but I'm not business minded. I'm not driven. I don't have that mindset. And And that's what happened to so many of us, coming up against the marketing world, the way it was presented, especially 15 and 10 years ago. It's gotten so much better. But it used to be all just this male testosterone driven, aggressive marketing approach of, go for the money, go for the sale. And basically, they didn't say they were manipulating people, but that's what they were teaching. And like I say, we've come a long way because now there are so many beautiful, heart-centered, ethical, um, really authentic and sincere marketing mentors who I follow who have cleared the air considerably of us sensitive types thinking, oh no, I can't do that, but that's what I have to do. I'm doomed. And that's how I felt, and that's how we were made to feel, because that high testosterone marketing model has contempt for anyone who isn't just like them. Go get him, go big or go home. What? You don't want a six-figure income? You don't think you need that much money? Come on, you don't belong in our club. Get out of here. So this was all crazy making for the sensitive souls among us, and perhaps you can relate. And then there's another interesting phenomenon or paradox, because, like I said, the archetype of the entrepreneur to me is like a 30-something guy who's tech oriented and drinks a lot of coffee and maybe does other things to jazz his nervous system and is in for the game and in for the money and in for the creative breakthrough and making a dent in the universe. But what I see around me now are sensitives, light workers, women, older women. I mean, it runs the gamut, but there's a huge preponderance now of women in our 50s, 60s, and beyond who are even starting our first business or transitioning from what we did before to creating our own representation of our vision, our genius, our gifts, our potential in the world because we want to be of help. We want to be of service. We want to offer something to lift the energy of humanity. It's not just for us, it's for everyone. And this is a really huge transformation that's taken place, partly due to the internet, partly due to social consciousness and conscious business, and hugely to the awakening of consciousness, of spiritual awareness and spiritual seeking and spiritual longing and recognition. People, not just women, but largely women, and not just women in the second half of life, but a lot of women in the second half of life, waking up to who we are and to what's really calling us, and that we have a chance before it's too late, because it's not too late, it's never really too late, to make something more of our lives. So we can be highly gifted, multi-passionate, very inspired, highly sensitive, and aging entrepreneurs, older women entrepreneurs who are bringing with us some of that divine feminine energy that the world is drawing forth now, is needing to rebalance the energies and to really save what can be saved of humanity. But it's not just the divine feminine, it's the wise elder divine feminine. It's a very high level of goddess energy that comes in the packaging of a mature, seasoned, deepened, grounded, human being with a lot of accumulated wisdom, a deep heart, empathy and sensitivity, and a determination to give our gifts while we still can. So that's my mini message for today. Thank you. This is Tomar Levine of Soul Guidance for Awakening and Soul Guidance for your business. Are you a non-trepreneur? Are you a soulpreneur? Are you a divine feminine or simply a divine emanation-preneur? Blessings to you. Bye for now.